Hey guys, today we're going to go over two different topics. First is Spout, which allows for real-time video sharing via the Windows operating system. There is Siphon, which is for the Mac operating system. However, as of my last research, I cannot find a updated plugin for Unreal, so we are going to be sticking to Spout today. And then we're also going to be looking at Sequencer, which allows us to record high-res, high frame per second video recordings of our Unreal scenes. So first is Spout. Spout is compatible with all of these different applications, and as I said earlier, allows us to share video between different applications. So previously we worked on OSC, which allows us to share data between applications, and Spout is the video answer to that. So the plugin we're using today is from LightAct, the Spout UE4 plugin. Now you do have to compile this, which is a fancy way of saying take the code and turn it into machine readable binary files. I already went ahead and did this, and I have demonstrated how to do this in earlier videos, so feel free to check that out. So in my project file, in plugins, we have the Spout UE4 plugin ready to go. So in my new project, under plugins, we can just confirm that the Spout plugin is already enabled. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in this cone, and maybe we can make this a little bit bigger. Wonderful. And let's rotate this player start a little so I can see it. All right. Great, so now when I start the scene, looking at my cone. So I want to bring this scene via Spout to different applications. So I'm going to open up my level blueprint. And let's save this scene. So event begin play, we've worked with this node before, but event tick is, if you're familiar with Max MSP, it's sending out essentially a bang every frame. This is important for Spout because we want to send every frame of video via the Spout sender. So we're going to use event tick and the Spout sender node. We could specify the sender name, but we don't have to in this instance because our receiver is just going to look for any Spout incoming and it will just grab whatever it sees. Because this is the only one we have, it's not an issue. We also want to make sure, because we're opening up the Spout sender, that we close it properly. So on event end play, we are going to go ahead and close the sender. All right, and that's pretty much all we need to do. So we hit play and we have our scene. I'm going to open up a demo. So if you go ahead and download Siphon, you'll get a demo of the Spout receiver. And there is our Unreal scene. So we can see that in real time, whatever I'm seeing is being sent via Spout. Now, while this is a nice little demo, it's probably not very practical for most of you. So I'm going to show how to use this with MadMapper. MadMapper is a projection mapping software similar to Isadora or Resolume. So I went ahead and downloaded this, and I was cheap and only got the free demo. But MadMapper is one of the many applications that interfaces with Spout. So under generators, if I scroll down, we can find Spout. We're going to hit this little button right here, and there is our scene. Now I've added a quad, so if you have a projector hooked up, you can corner pin to whatever wall you're projecting on or surface or what have you. And just like our demo Spout receiver, whatever is happening in the world happens in real time, whether you're projecting on a wall or a surface or it just stays on your computer. It's pretty cool. There are a lot of amazing demos and tutorials showcasing the intricacies of MadMapper, and I will not do MadMapper any justice by demoing this myself, so that's all I'm going to show you guys today. So in addition to sending out video data, we can also receive video data. So I'm going to break this link and we no longer need to close the sender. And we can do Spout receiver. Now with this video that we're receiving, we can set this as a material to anything in our world. For example, if I select my cone, we can create a reference to that cone and then set the material of our cone with the material from the Spout receiver. So again, going into my Spout demo here, gives us this nice ready to go Spout sender, but you could send video from a processing sketch, from Cinder, which is a C++ framework that's kind of like a processing on steroids. You could send this from your Mac's jitter patch. Any application that interfaces with Spout, you can send video from that application into Unreal. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I need here is I need the Spout sender name, so Spout DX11 sender, and we do need to specify the name when I'm dealing with a Spout receiver. Spout DX11 sender. Great, and we'll go ahead and hit play. Great, and now we have our cone with the live video texture from our Spout sender, which is pretty cool. All right, thank you, Spout. So that's a nice little tip for getting video textures in between applications.